See you. Thank you so much for your mercy, your association. And I went to beg for alms. So there were some devotees that gave me dakshina like at the end of the while we were leaving. So I was carrying it, and I was carrying it with me the whole time. But last time I forgot. But this is also the way of Krishna's telling us we cannot control.
You've got all the answers.
These are my arguments to myself.
So you're simply expressing what's internal outwardly for all of us to understand. Thank you.
No, but you cannot control, but you have to do your part to take care of your health. Again, that's something we have to do.
It's balance. It's, and it's prioritizing things that are necessary for ongoing effectiveness and the discipline to apply them in our lives. And that includes exercise, because that's Krishna's design for the body and the mind and the brain. After
last time, after I came from India for taking care of my father, she said, I'll do exercise. I said, then I bought an exercise bike, I bought a rowing machine.
I didn't consent for a machine.
Okay, but then I said,
I do.
yoga. So she won't, again, she has to give time to her body. It's not, I don't care. She goes to the gym, she does it at home, whatever, but she has to allocate a fixed window where she is responsible to her body. That's all.
I support that opinion.
My morning 4 hours are gone. Chanting and then...
Make it 3.5 hours with him, it's okay.
Yes,
Papa, he's...
Bhagavatam we do every morning.
There's 24 hours in a day.
Yes, but somehow I'm not able to schedule everything in there. And he's no less spontaneous. He'll spring things at the last moment.
Again, right now it's not about me. No, it's not about me. So make it 3.5 hours for him. It's okay. He's 10-year-old now.
But blood pressure is one of the gauges of the body to tell you that something's going out of balance. And if you're taking medication for that, you're putting foreign substance in your body that's going to have its own consequences.
I'll work on it. But he has to give me the schedule that fits up with.
But again, Maharaj, it's only X. You can slice and dice the X. I cannot make it X plus 1. So she has to understand that. She says there should not be any impact. Project Management 101. Time, cost, quality, or quantity, right? So any shift will cause others to shift. So that's the rule here. She doesn't want to compromise on everything, but the health and the sleep are out the door. I am asking you to put those in the equation and then figure out the things. But those are vital. She is not getting younger every day. For her to be able to sustain and do what she wants to do, this is her key.
That's it.
That's it. I'm not asking you to stop anything.
The key word right there was sustain.
You can't sustain.
Okay.
And if you can't sustain, there will be regrets. And we don't want anybody to die with regrets. But we have to prepare for that final moment.
So let's say she says, I give 4 hours for, give him 3.5 hours. It's okay. But you have to be there for him for next 20 years. Otherwise you will be gone.
And if you take that half hour and invest it in exercise, it'd be more effective at that other 3.5 hours. What to speak of over time.
Okay, Om is giving a thumbs up. Let me record it.
So now you're outnumbered and you're cornered and you better surrender.
I am in the corner right now, literally. Okay.
Very lovingly ganging up on you.
Lovingly ganging up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Maharaj, okay. Okay.
We will still make a schedule and we'll see.
Well, no, there's nothing seeing. You have to fit it.
Yes,
The
sir.
way you fit your professional life, the way you fit home, this has to fit. Something has to change. You can't increase 24 hours. Your sleep
But
cannot
then
go
you
down.
Put things extra on my
Baba,
plate
sleep
also.
cannot be, sleep, exercise, nothing can be compromised. You just have to shave 10 minutes of everything. That's how it is.
And we have empiric evidence in your blood pressure.
Until then, I was fine with whatever she was doing because she didn't have blood pressure. But now it's something which is it's very high.
Because something's been neglected and we know what it was, and now it's becoming more.
And that is why it's even hijacking our conversation. It's become the main.
Yes,
main
it's hijacking the conversation.
It is because your negligence and neglect, overtly neglect, is causing all this conversation to be sidetracked.
No, the
You
conversation.
know, usually it's the other way around. The wife is taking this role and the husband is that. So
Now she's blessed.
that is so true.
See, the key was lovingly.
No, Baba, I know, but this is important. Maharaj, the reason is I've seen my parents, my grandparents. They always exercised. My work is where I sit a lot. I used to be a lot more thinner and a lot more, I would say, skinny, and I used to get around a lot. But now I'm consciously I go every day. Every day, 6 days a week I go. I don't want to miss it.
Yeah, I sit in a rocking chair, and that's how I get my movement. And I really pay the price if I don't.
Really? That's
why I move my legs.
no, that doesn't. That's different.
Rocking chair helps you, Maharaj?
Wow.
If I stop moving, then everything locks up. Okay. When discipline seems like a bitter pill to swallow, it's like what we were talking about before. Doing something you don't want to do. And cultivating a taste for being comfortable with the uncomfortable. And just expanding your comfort zone into areas that will keep you healthy and effective long term. So, you meet all this resistance. Okay, we'll break it down into steps that are digestible and understand you can cultivate the taste for something you're not experiencing right now just by practicing it. But in the practice, okay, say for example, exercise, physical exercise. You have to complement that with the mental exercise of focusing on how much better you feel. Because the trick of the false ego is focus on how much I'm losing. And that'll keep you stuck in your unhealthy ways. If you instead focus on how much better you feel. And then you can turn that into your own placebo effect and really maximize the benefits. And that'll more than compensate for whatever time you took out for that exercise.
That's a good way of looking at it.
I got away with, sleep deprivation for, long periods in my younger days, but I can't get away with it now without serious consequences, consciousness, what to speak of the physical. I don't know exactly what all the brain is achieving at night during sleep. And then of course there's quality sleep too. But it definitely resets. And then if it doesn't reset by proper sleep, then your days get all jarbled and the rhythm gets disrupted and you can't be effective. Speaking from experience here, and I hope you don't have to experience it yourself. But if you continue on this course, you will. And then it's hard to reverse at that point. But don't take away the attitude that this is going to be a bitter pill to swallow. If you can change that attitude, that this will be good, a good experience. And embrace it as something positive that will help with the culture shock.
No, I kind of realized that I needed to exercise, and I have that. I know that's the need I have right now.
It's dead?
It's a tick.
नहीं,
But,
it's a stick है?
somehow I feel like I had more time when Prabhu was not here, when he was in India. Now that he's here, I feel like I don't have
And
any
during
time.
that time you exercised?
I did not exercise, but I had my contemplative, my own me time. I had my me time, my journal, the content of my journal, when I read that, it was far superior than what I do now.
That's very effective mental and spiritual exercise. But we also have a physical body. There's some people you have to continually remind them you're not that body. Other people you have to continually remind you you have a body. But what's central to all this?
Yeah.
What's central to all this is balance and integration.
You know, for us it is basic principle, right? You are the soul, not the body. For Mama, it's you are the body, you are not the soul.
So are we a physical being having a spiritual experience, or a spiritual being having a physical experience? And the answer is yes, but the essence is balance, integration. And, practicing detachment from the body doesn't mean you're absent or unaware of it. That really disrupts the whole spiritual progression when you disconnect from your body. Other than actual detachment, for the disconnect, when you lose integration, that's detrimental to spiritual progress.
Thank you, Mara.
But you don't have to see it that we're ganging up and got you cornered.
No, Maharaj, that's my prayer to you, that it's a submission to you, so that you can put some sense into her, because I'm trying, but it's not getting anywhere, to be honest.
So then I guess we are ganging up on you and cornering you.
Intentionally.
No, because whatever you say, she really tries and implements it. So I think coming from you will really help, at least make her take this seriously, as she's not taking it seriously, to be honest.
Well, seriously is one thing. The other thing is, you don't have to see it as a bitter pill to swallow, because it'll become very sweet as you develop a taste for it. But you're not going to develop that taste without incremental steps in practicing. But there again, practicing with a focus on how much better you feel, how much more effective you are. And you may not realize it so much now, but you will later. How your brain and mind will not be so sharp if you don't integrate the brain, the heart, the body, the mind, it's a unit. And if any component of the unit is not balanced and integrated with the rest, it won't be as effective as Krishna designed it to be.
Prabhupada gives one example in the second canto, beginning of the second canto. I think it's the third chapter, beginning of second canto. It says that how if there's a jaundice disease, if somebody has a jaundice disease, he thinks that everything is basically, it's bitter.
Sugarcane juice.
Yeah, even sugarcane, which is supposed to be the most sweetest thing, is bitter for him.
Mm-hmm.
But when he eats the sugarcane, actually the sugarcane makes him better. So even though it's bitter, he knows that, this will make me...
Wisdom from the 10-year-old pundit. Very appropriate.
And also...
So what you're perceiving right now is a bitter pill will become very sweet if you just cultivate an experience of the actual taste of it.
And also I was reading the book, The Living Name. In the first chapter, it says aligning the body, mind, and heart.
Aligning and integrating and brain, heart, mind, body coherence. It creates a synergy when those different components are integrated. Synergy means more effective. In effect, outproducing all the added parts. So where does the extra element come from? It comes from Krishna.
So on this day, Mama pledges on Om's 10th birthday and this meeting with Maharaj, June 22nd, 2025. Mama have to say Hari Bol and then
I'm not pledging anything, but
Maharaj, she
I
doesn't
will definitely
pledge. We need you to pledge.
Try.
That is the key. If she pledges, she will do it. I know.
I will try.
No, that is not enough. It's been Maharaj. This is the third time we're having this conversation, right? Third time. So you are trying and trying and trying.
Yes, I didn't try enough then. I will try enough now.
Baba, it's your 10th birthday. You can ask Mama for this boon.
Ask for your birthday present.
Yes.
Have a seat.
Om, Mama se birthday present मांग ले ये वाला. Can you do that?
No.
No?
Mama, listen to Baba. No, listen to Maharaj.
Listen to Maharaj. Okay.
Okay, what's Mama's response now? Laughing.
Clever. He saved his boon and he said, listen to Maharaj.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you will?
Yes.
You are pledging?
Yes.
Hari Bol.
Now we're getting someplace. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
What's the time?
We are not setting
No,
a time.
oh yes, sorry, yes.
No. We are not
Starting
setting up a time.
starting tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what time is it right now?
Oh,
Oh, it's 11:45
On 11:45
At-
a.m.
at
at New Vrindavan, West Virginia, America, US, North America. Okay. North
It's
America.
like that sacrifice, right? When you go to the sacrifice, you say
Leela
the
Shakti
name.
Devi Dasi is
Leela
pledging.
Shakti Devi Dasi
Is pledging.
is pledging
Pledging
on June 22nd, 2025, on the 10th birthday
of her
Huh?
of her son.
of her son.
Mhm.
And what you are very pledge.
And with Maharaj, in Maharaj's witness, that she will.
Now I'm already converted. We're done.
That she will listen to Maharaj.
Listen to Maharaj. Okay. Hari Bol.
Now you will be held accountable.
Yes.
And we have it on recording. I didn't bring it for this, but it so happened that,
Krishna arranged it this way.
yes.
Yeah, this is gonna come and haunt me. Because he's not gonna let it go.
Good.
And now
Bless.
Mama can't even delete it because he has Maharaj's
That's
precious
what it
words.
means.
Yes.
Husband
I will
offers
not do
protection.
Yes.
Protection from your own stubbornness.
Maharaj, I have a question. when we joined Bhakti initially 5 years ago, right? Uh, the the messaging we got from everybody was Maya, stay away from Maya. And when we come, and there's always some project going on, and they ask, the same people ask us, please contribute to this, please contribute to this. I said, we are trying to move. When we started our journey, we were trying to move away from the Maya, and now we are reminded again that please help grow the mission, contribute, do whatever you can, pledge, even though you cannot pledge, so that we can make this take it to a different level. So yes, we understand. We want to. Everything is for Krishna, and our all efforts and energies are everything is to be done towards Krishna. But at the same time, how do you balance that in terms of working harder to get those material means and then directing them towards Krishna, or you just maybe decide a contentment factor and then you contribute from that. Am I making sense?
Contentment
Like you see, you can do X times 1,000 in terms of how much money we want to make. But if we decide I want to do X, and then I want to contribute to the cause from X, that's one way to look at it. Otherwise, or the other way is I want to do X times 100, and then I want to contribute more to the cause. How do we maintain this balance?
Well, my first question is, on whose behalf is this person making this request?
For the temple.
Okay, well that's a little vague. You know, it's always been my nature that, when I'm given a service, I want to understand who I'm serving, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, who I'm doing it for. That's another way of saying that our sadhana has to be mixed with bhavana if it's going to be really dynamic. So when you say the temple, okay, well there's a lot of individuals down the temple with different perspectives on things. But my focus has always been, what is Srila Prabhupada's vision for this place? And of course that's very vague. I mean, not very vague, very dynamic. It includes, all kinds of things. But I have to evaluate how much to prioritize something in terms of how much it aligns with the vision that Srila Prabhupada had for this community. And then in relation to that, the commitment of any individual who's requesting resources to support that, how purely they're aligned with that vision, or if there's other agendas and motivations involved, which means, you know what that means. So, my orientation and priority has always been the individual welfare of the individual devotees and their family. Individual and family, spiritual welfare of individuals. To me, that is top priority. There's nothing equal to it. And if you focus on that and give that top priority status, those individuals and those families, they'll be fruitful, and they'll contribute out of their, of course, we don't want to contribute only out of our abundance, because you get more merit by donating out of your poverty, but that's not to be taken to the point that we don't become fruitful and give out of an overflowing abundance, which is an outgrowth of our spiritual welfare, which to me is always the top priority. So, stay away from Maya. Well, Maya means that which is not, which means anything that's not related to Krishna. But if it is related to Krishna, my evaluation is, okay, is this going to help the individual and family progress of the different personalities involved? Is it going to help their spiritual progress? And are they going to be inspired and motivated, from their own realization to contribute, or are we coercing with some agenda that's maybe not the best use of their resources in terms of their individual and family spiritual welfare?
So that's one part of the question, right? The other part is, as I said, how much should we endeavor in terms of our in our material life? How much should we endeavor to have abundance, or to have just enough to get by?
When you have a wife, they need, we always emphasize female needs to feel protected. And there's many elements of that. But for them to feel secure, one of the top items on their security is financial. And from what I've seen and heard, one of the biggest challenges in married life can be financial. So, you need stability in the family. It doesn't have to be abundance, and it doesn't have to be poverty, but it definitely has to be stability. Because when the wife is anxious, and the whole family is anxious, not to the extreme of comfort zone, because that's our biggest bondage and obstacle. But to the other extreme, not to be negligent of family needs and responsibilities. And, Mira's trying to start a business so that she can be freed from her work hours. How much do you need to invest in that it's going to become self-sustaining and fruitful at some point? Because, when the wife is working to some degree of breadwinner capacity. That's not a normal situation.
Right. No. So that is where.
So to be donating to somebody else's cause, charity begins at home. Until you have the home in order.
Okay.
Conversely, when you invest in the home to the point that abundance is overflowing, you're naturally going to give.
Right.
Because that's an essential element of wealth management is charity. But there's also responsibility that your charity is given to the right person, for the right cause, at the right time, with the right understanding. And, different people may have different agendas in terms of where your contributions should be directed. But, you have some responsibility to see how much that aligns with Srila Prabhupada's vision for this community. And most of all, the spiritual welfare of your own family, which includes your business getting off the ground to the point that she doesn't have to work.
Right.
You're being too quiet.
No, we will get there. We will get there. But right now we have things are slowly lining up. But again, it's a new startup, so it'll take time. But it's slowly falling in place. But yeah.
My only anxiety with all of this process was that he's going to grow up. And then actually I will have time on hand because he will not need as much of my attention. So when he actually needs my attention, I am actually struggling to make, ends meet with the time and schedule. So I was like, this is a prime time that I can, after he's 16, 17, he's on his own. Then I cannot, then it's him, whatever we have.
So for him to be giving your prime time and working as well and fitting in exercise, which you're not doing yet, but will be doing from today on.
Tomorrow.
Today on means tomorrow.
So that was my thing, that we are literally spending the most.
A little bit.
We are spending the most prime time that we can use for him in the anxiety, in all of the other things, and he sees that. So it's like, I don't want him to perceive that raising your children and being in Krishna conscious is stressful.
No.
It doesn't have to be
No, it's
stressful.
not the message you want to impart.
Right. So it is not the stressful, it's not that.
Not aligned with family responsibilities.
Yes. But that is what I feel like it ends up being.
Because the main experience or education of a child is, what are the parents going through?
Yes.
And that's going to get handed down. So you want it
Yes.
to be something positive and encouraging.
Now that he's homeschooled, he's there listening and seeing and everything. So he's taking it. So I that's what I feel, that I'm missing that piece.
The main component in child's education is, what are the parents experiencing? Not what they're telling them. It's not as much what we're taught as what we
Experiencing that.
catch, what we pick up, what we inherit from parents based on their own experience of Krishna consciousness. I want that to be a pleasurable, desirable, appealing experience and message.
Okay, Maharaj, I think. Thank you.
So that is why I was like, no, I need to get out now. I need this time now.
Get out? What do you mean by get out?
Like, make time for him more.
Yeah.
So that
She wants to
once-
literally stop working. That's what she's trying to get to. That's what
Okay, so now we're back to the original point. If she's going to stop working, you have to be the breadwinner.
Mhm.
You have to invest in your own business or whatever you call it, sufficient
Mhm.
that family responsibility is not minimized or compromised.
But
So
the
if
time
somebody else is trying to
what
pressure
we
you to donate for other causes, run it by this.
Yes. No, I said no to them. I said,
but the time is not what we have, is what I was always getting to him. I said, I want him to understand the Shastras. I want his foundation strong. Once his foundations are strong, then I have done my part.
Right.
Then whatever he chooses after that.
So to be building that strong foundation and working too, and incorporating exercise into your schedule now,
Yes.
means that clearly you're going to invest in your own business and
we both can give thumbs up to Maharaj for that.
all right.
I don't even win any argument today.
No, you're winning them all. The question is whether you're acknowledging that.
Yes.
No, thank you, Maharaj. That was very helpful. Yes, thank you.
Yes. Every year, it's just, I feel it, like, okay, it's
So-
going up, it's going up.
So, Maharaj, question on the same lines. Do you take good care of your health?
Do the best I can with what I have to work with.
Okay. Well, that's what we can do, right? That's
Practically speaking, because you gotta pretty much let go of everything else.
right. But how was the prasadam yesterday?
Best ever.
Because she had to make a last minute change.
Yes.
So
We had a lot of last minute scrambles last time also, and this time the stove started being on fire, actually. The stove got on fire.
yeah,
Last
the one in the village center,
Yeah.
it
the
caught
stove-
fire last time.
Yeah. So halfway through our cooking, we have hot pots and everything, and
And
we
she
had to
called
gather
me.
that. And then we went to.
She called me. She said, "This is going on." I said, "Stop everything." I didn't see it, but I said, "This is dangerous. This
Yeah.
is because you have gas, you have electricity, and if you are seeing flames under the hood, no.
Yeah.
Right now, stop. I'll come. We'll move." So we informed the management, and that's it.
Mataji, Mataji.
Hurry, bol, Mataji.
God, I served myself. I apologize.
No, nice.
Oh, it's nice and cool here.
Yeah, thanks.
Is it okay? I just have a question
Yes.
for Maharaja, and it's time sensitive.
Yeah, no, you're almost leaving. Yeah.
Honestly. So yeah, when I was saying Giridhari, Prabhu, right, at 2 o'clock, there's 2 more people. I don't know them, but I was thinking before I even contact them, there's 2 more devotees who want to see you. Let me just see if you know. It's another Rajiv. I was thinking this is the old Rajiv. It says Singapore, phone number from Singapore. I am in New Vrindavan. I wanted to see if I can invite Shana Maharaj and you. I think post. Do you see this photo, Maharaj? I think I was able to see the photo.
But Rajiv is one more person, right? That
There's the two.
2 Rajivs.
Do you know this person? I mean, first of all, if you have the time and energy to see, and
we're
also the type of
stretching
the.
things too thin already.
I know, that's why, but I was thinking sometimes depending on the person, and I don't know how much time they have, but at least from your side.
Today.
Oh, you went to the brunch?
Oh, yes. We went to the brunch. There was a. Well, we didn't go to the brunch, like have a brunch, but Anuradha Mataji said that bring Om over there because it was his birthday.
It's his 10th birthday.
It's his 10th birthday.
Yeah, that's his blessings.
10th birthday!
Yes.
Happy birthday to you!
Thank you, yeah.
Is it really
Thank you,
today?
that's
It is actually today.
Wow, 10th!
Yes.
That's why you wanted to be here.
Yes.
This
Actually, well, it was a 24-hour kirtan also, right?
Mm-hmm.
He sang today. In the
And-
morning.
and-
We did not ask for any of this. We did not ask to be in 24-hour, and if he does get it, it's usually always on Saturday. We were happy that he will be singing on Ekadashi, and then it happens to be a Sunday morning slot.
And we didn't even know it was
you
Mercy.
changed it from Saturday to Sunday. And I told him, I was like, I had it in my heart. I didn't say it to anybody, I didn't express it to anybody, and it just like...
So he had the spot this morning?
Yes.
Yeah, he sang it.
What time?
7 o'clock.
Oh, but it was not...
But then it was there but they didn't post today's schedule until late last night.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
We knew 3 days ago.
I see.
But his kirtan, 2 people, Mataji's came to me. She said we cried when his kirtan was very soulful. 2 Mataji's came to me and said that.
Oh.
That's because of his Trinada piece.
No.
So once we have it uploaded to the YouTube, Mataji will send you a link.
You just have to click on it.
Click on it. Just click on it, Maharaj.
Anyways, even if Maharaj looks at it, he will see his own mercy inside it. It's his mercy.
Oh.
So he said if Maharaj looks at the video, he will see his own mercy in that.
Mercies. I was reading some kind of Christian, Saint Francis. No, somebody else.
The Pope.
No, somebody else. But he was using the mercies in plural, which I actually like. Is it not that the old Christian?
There's collective and there's individuals.
Yeah, I like that. That was about gratitude, that we need to count our mercies.
Yes, we need to count our mercies and blessings.
And I like
Count
it.
your blessings.
Yes, count your blessings, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go and see if I can connect with those 2, and then I'll get back to you.
Oh, hi.
Is the AC working here?
So,
Okay, good.
Maharaj, Maharaj.
This is my first time here. No,
Okay.
it's nice here.
Okay.
You cannot do this!
Now I will give blessings from the birthday.
Okay, it's about this. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Maharaj, again, we didn't know that you were not in 100% health.
Yes.
So
Sorry.
it's nothing to do. It's just
But it's your lunchtime also, right?
that's not important.
It is important. If you want to keep up with the schedule and being health now, it is important.
Okay, if you practice what you preach, that'll be the
Okay, we have a pact. We have a pact. Okay.
This Kaliuga is filled with age of hypocrisy.
This is one thing Rupanuga Prabhuji always does. And he will always eat on time. It doesn't matter where, doesn't matter what.
It's a great habit if you have the liberty to do so.
So he said, if the time,
Srila
whatever.
Prabhupada was quite demanding about that
That's
also.
true. His grandfather was like that. The lunch has to be at 1. It cannot be 1:04, 1:05. It has to be.
Well, I don't have that advantage to start with.
Yeah. But they, even Rupanuga Prabhuji, when he came to our home, and whenever he comes, one time he was going to be there at lunchtime. He drove from Pittsburgh? No, Philadelphia. He drove from Philadelphia to our place. He stayed overnight with us, and then the next day he came by himself. And he said, I'll be here at this time. I said, don't worry, I will make sure that I will be there. And then he's sitting in the car outside. I'm outside. It's not lunchtime. So don't worry, come inside, it's open. So he said, I don't see cars. I said, it's there. So he's very particular. And one time they came at around 2:30, 3 o'clock. And I had snacks prepared because there were 3-4 devotees, and I said, I have snacks and, heavy snacks. And he said, no, don't give it to anybody. They will not eat their dinner. So just served everything at the dinner time. Everybody went to take a nap. He's the only one who was standing the whole time. And then for the dinner, he was there the whole time for the dinner while I was cooking. And at 6 o'clock, We served the whole dinner. And
Who, Baba?
no, Romanaga Prabhuji.
Ah,
So,
yeah.
he does not move from his time. And he said that is what has kept him the way it is. He said not to overeat, overindulge. He said it's okay to eat some, but not overindulge and to eat on time. And Sri Rupa Prabhuji does everything opposite. He overindulges and he does not look at what he's eating. Even the things the time, there's no time, days he goes without, hours without eating, and then all of a sudden he's hungry, then he'll eat 2 lunches. And I said, that's not good.
Okay, so you're
Eating on time.
deciding to watch out for each other.
So eating is on time is good.
Absolutely.
So it's your lunchtime.
The body prepares the digestive enzymes for that occasion. If it doesn't come, then they get wasted
Yes.
or turned into something undesirable.
Maharaj, if you do get a chance to listen to this thing,
I look
Yes.
forward to that.
if you can,
Yes.
yeah,
We'll try to upload it in the car and we'll send you a link today.
yeah.
Thank you.
You just have to click on the link. And you have YouTube, what I understood from last time. You have YouTube.
It doesn't work in this cabin, but
Yeah.
if I go up the hill, it does.
Yeah.
पूछते हैं महाराज से जो करना है कर लो basically. Let him get some rest and rest.
Yes, I just wanted to hear the excerpt. That's all.
Mhm.
Excerpt.
Oh, yeah. I have
That
to.
was the only thing.
Except the one that you wrote.
That
yes.
you wrote.
But is it on the chair? The one that you wrote last night or
You want to
yesterday?
hear that?
Yeah.
Yes, and then we'll head out.
Who would not like to hear?
Yeah, the other one I gave to Nadu.
Oh, you did?
I have another one from last night.
It was probably.
This goes with the model that's in the gazebo.
Okay, sorry.
Remember the model
Yes.
in the gazebo?
Yes.
This is the explanation that goes with that.
Not
I'm trying to condense it so it's still rough because I'm having trouble with that because what got cut off, I mean a lot got cut off, but the setting is that Srimati Radharani asked Chandranana, what's the best way to satisfy Krishna's deepest desires? And she said, the answer to that I've heard from Gargamuni himself, and it lies in serving Tulsi Devi. So then Chandranana, who's amongst the most learned of all Radha's girlfriends, instructed her how to worship Tulsi. So that's the setting which I had to cut off from trying to condense this sufficiently to make it into the book. In a tranquil forest clearing bordering King Vrishabhanu's palace grounds, where the breeze carries the fragrance of blossoming vines, and the air is resonant with celestial kirtan, Princess Radha beheld a tender vision. Within the innermost sanctum of her heart, she held the cherished desire to offer a shrine, a sanctuary of love, dedicated to the worship and care of Tulsi Devi, the ever dear servant of her beloved Lord Shyamasundar. More than a mere thought, it was a fervent prayer from her soul, a secret longing woven into the fabric of her heart's deepest yearning. With devotion as quiet as moonlight, Sri Radha began to build, not with stones, but with the subtle emotions of her meditation. There, in the sacred space of her mind, she lovingly designed each detail of the temple, shaping every ornament into a metaphor to convey various aspects of Krishna's wonder. Seeing this opportunity to serve, Vishvakarma, the celestial architect, was inspired to offer his expertise. Taking the radiant image from Radha's meditative heart, he initiated a sequence of events to give it tangible form. Deeply attuned to Vishvakarma's empowerment guiding her loving hands, Radha acted with the grace and flow of a gentle river. She gathered the perfect ingredients for the structure from the surrounding landscape. Marble, coral, and gemstones emerged from the ground before her, as if the spirit of Vrindavan had personally arranged them for this sacred offering. With care and reverence, Radha crafted this most magnificent temple. When the shrine was completed, aesthetically elegant and rich with transcendental charm, Radha ascended a raised platform, its surface luminous and cool beneath the touch of moonlight. Kneeling down in utmost humility, holding a tulsi seed in her folded palms, Radha invested it with her clear intention to serve Krishna's deepest pleasure. She then placed the seed gently in the fertile soil, as though entrusting a priceless treasure into the lap of Mother Earth. Personally planting the seed was more than a sacred rite. In this gesture, extending beyond the realm of mere ritual, she established a bridge to connect the earthly and celestial spheres. Her tender fingers placed the seed into the soil as though entrusting a great treasure onto the lap of Mother Earth. She whispered prayers into the wind that the tiny seed might hear her message, hold her hopes, her longing, her love for Krishna, as entrusted in the person of Tulsi. She nurtured the sprouting plant as a mother would her own child, tending to her with sweet lullabies, loving glances, and tears full of joy. As Tulsi grew, so too did the sweetness of Radha's worship. When the first flower bloomed, delicate, purple, and fragrant, she gently picked it and placed it before her favorite portrait of Sri Krishna, the dark moon of Vrindavan, which Vishaka had personally painted for her pleasure. When the final ritual was complete, Radha invited the revered brahmanas of the region to bless the temple. With her own hands, she prepared a feast, infusing every dish with the flavors of her bhakti. As the brahmanas assembled to honor prasadam, Radha served them joyfully, not as a princess, but as a humble daughter of Braja. Afterward, with soft words and gentle smiles, she distributed gifts, each one a token of her respect for the saintly souls. Then, as if the heavens themselves opened with a wish to honor Radha's offering, the rhythm of celestial drums softly resounded throughout the sky. Apsaras danced in devotional joy, and all hues of fragrant flowers gently rained down upon the temple. The whole atmosphere bloomed with an otherworldly fragrance. Each petal seemed to carry a message connected with a blessing. Celestial voices sang hymns of praise. At the crescendo of this heavenly kirtan, Tulsi Devi appeared in the sky, descending from Vaikuntha in radiant splendor. Her form shimmered with divine ecstasy, and her blue eyes glistened like lotus petals, adorned with dewdrops touched by the morning sun. With each graceful movement of her descent, her form became more tangible, and her beauty more enchanting. When Tulsi's lotus feet first touched the surface of the earth, her eyes were drawn to Radha, not dressed in silks of royalty, but in the simple attire of a village girl, who was wearing a crimson blouse and blue gopi skirt, ruffled softly by the breeze, and with her braids intertwined with tiny forest flowers, swaying with the movements of her delicate innocence, Radha appeared like a poem breathed into form. Tulsi's heart surged with affection. Unable to contain the emotions that swirled within her, she embraced Radha ever so warmly and gently kissed her moon-like face. Overcome by the presence of one so dear to Krishna, descending from Vaikuntha to accept her invitation, Radha bowed down at Tulsi's feet. It was a gesture that reached beyond the realm of etiquette into a world of divine friendship, ecstasy, and gratitude. Her heart, full to overflowing, opened like a lotus and poured forth a spontaneous prayer, soft as a flower, deep as Jamuna. Tulsi Devi smiled with sweetness, delight, and gentle submission. She had come not to be worshipped, but rather to embrace the Kumari princess who was bowing down before her. In that moment, their individuals' hearts united, one as servant, one as sovereign, and yet these roles were interchangeable within the absolute reality that both were inseparable beloveds of the same enchanting cowherd boy. Tulsi addressed the daughter of Queen Kalavati, quote, "I am pleased to be eternally conquered by your loving devotion. You so carefully followed this vow as if you were a mortal sadhaka. I now assure you that the desire of your heart will most certainly be attained." Radha responded, quote, "Please bless me to attain devotion for Sri Krishna's lotus feet," unquote. Tulsi, who is renowned for remaining inseparable from the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, softly whispered the benediction, quote, "So be it," unquote. As her final words blended with the murmur of the breeze, her human-like feature gently faded, while simultaneously merging into her eternal floral form. And there she remained, enshrined in the temple, lovingly dedicated to her by Radha herself. Fresh, fragrant manjaris then burst into bloom upon Tulsi's branches, which Radha tenderly plucked and offered to the feet of Sri Krishna's portrait. Radha then returned to her father's palace with a most joyful heart, leaving us with the enduring blessing that anyone who hears this wonderful story with faith and devotion will surely attain the supreme goal of spiritual life.
Very good. So, just one question. So she came from Vaikuntha? Why not go to Vrindavan? Why not to Goloka? She doesn't live in Goloka?
Because, we started, I cut off the part with Chandranana, but before that, she's hearing from Lalita Vishaka about the beauty of Krishna returning from the pasturing ground. And the effect of Yoga Maya made Radha forgetful that she'd ever met Krishna. What to speak of, she's inseparable from him eternally. So the effect of Yoga Maya and that feeling of separation made her very determined to meet Krishna. So she asked Vishaka to paint the portrait of Krishna that she could worship, and she did. And then she asked Chandranana how I can attain his eternal favor. So by the effects of Yoga Maya, Radha is at this point, she's a young girl, she's not aware that she ever met Krishna. She's not aware of Tulsi's effect. So she's asking Chandranana, and she's guiding her. And because Chandranana guided her to worship in reverence, Tulsi descended, I didn't mention here, but she descended in forearm form from Vaikuntha. And then, at the conclusion of her benediction, that human form faded while simultaneously the Tulsi plant blossomed. And it's an overlapping of the Madhurya and the Aishwarya.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, the human form of Tulsi in Vrindavan is Vrinda.
Mm-hmm.
Tulsi does not have a separate human form in Vrindavan. That's totally fulfilled in Vrinda. Her human form is specific to Vaikuntha and the earth when she was cursed by Radha. She took human form, married Shankachura, they had a son, Suchandra, and then she cursed Lord Vishnu to become a stone. Saraswati cursed her to become a flower. She melted in liquid prem to become Gandaki, in whom the shalagrams appear.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, to answer your question, her human form is Vaikuntha and earth. But in her human form on earth, she didn't go to Vrindavan.
It's Vrunda Devi.
Yes. But she's always in Vrindavan, her floral form.
Named after it.
Very nice. Can I take a quick picture
Of what?
of your,
Vrinda?
no, the excerpts that you have written?
Oh, it's a mess. It has.
That's okay. I like to read than to listen.
And I'm Ulta.
Huh?
I like to listen.
Yeah,
then.
we can
Yeah.
listen, but we can't read.
I like to read.
Well, it's a mess because it's not edited yet. It's an
That's
editing
fine.
process.
Okay. And then we'll take leave from
Yes.
Maharaj. Okay, Baba, let you rest.
Yes.
जल्दी करो, let's do. फटाफट कुछ करना है और वो बीच में दोबारा महाराज कुछ करना था. चल चल बेटा चल
Anyway,
फटाफट करो.
it's the process of editing.
I wish I had the last times too. I really enjoyed that one because it had the Harinam connection to it too. I really loved it.
This is just a brief excerpt to go on the picture there.
That was a whole introduction to it. So
That was a synopsis of the book.
yes.
Trying to give a short description of Vrinda's role and Tulsi's function in the relationship.
That
between
was
them.
wonderful. This is amazing too. This is amazing. I regretted not taking picture that day because I was like, I want to read it again, and I couldn't.
Well, I went to Madhya after that, so I no longer have it.
Maybe is it okay if I ask her to send the picture or no?
I don't know. See, I sometimes get in trouble sharing things before they're published. I'm not sure exactly why that is.
So that's
but I
okay.
have
Maharaj, there
experience.
is known issues sometimes because people misuse it. So that can happen. So it's a normal, it's a good strategy not to share.
Sometimes triggers
Yeah,
intramaternal discord, which
yeah. No, it's
I have a
understandable.
strong aversion to.
I would like that synopsis though. That's all. I will not ask for anything else, but I would like
Well,
the
I
synopsis someday.
Well, see, this is
No, Maharaj, if she's part of the team, as a team member,
That's the point.
as a,
See, I gave it to Madhvi. I don't think she read it.
no, but if she is part of the team, then she is okay to be shared.
See, I'm not at all comfortable presenting something for publishing without having second opinion. Can other people perceive it as, what I'm trying to convey? I don't know that.
No, the message is very loud and clear. I don't think there is a confusion there. Even today's was amazing. There was no confusion. There was a very beautiful description of how that came in existence at that time, or came in play. But it was, no, I don't think the language is, I like it.
Well, some people find it too flowery, but it's not done that with the intention is not to impress anybody. The intention is to create the ambience so you can enter into the meditative
Yes,
approach.
get to the point.
Okay.
Okay, so please give me my blessings for this most proud day.
May the blessings of the Holy Trinity be with you. Holy Trinity is Radha Gopinathan and Nanga Manjari.
Haribo.
We're not home right now, but Brinda's representing them.
Yes.
One of my realizations when it's our birthday especially, something special, we are most proud. Most proud.
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
Only if
but
you
at least for
identify-
conditioned souls
Only
like
if
us.
I identify with the body and mind.
Yeah, at least for conditioned souls who have bodily designations.
But if you identify as Das Samadasan, it's actually very humbling to have a birthday because it's a confession that we forgot Krishna.
Now we become boss on a boss on a boss.
Yes, we've got plenty of them around. So we celebrate Das Anadas.
Yeah, and on this big proud day, I get to do the most humbling service, which is one is meeting you and taking your blessings. Other one is doing kirtan for the pleasures and
Perfect.
worships.
Now your 10th birthday
I
life
miss
is
you.
perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we have Raja dust, like the dust from Vrindavan. So same way we should have your dust.
Dust, yes. I did not give this yesterday.
Oh,
These are lotus seed, puffed lotus seeds,
thank you so much.
roasted in ghee and some pink salt.
Thank you very much.
But you can use it as a snack if you like it. I have more.
And if we do that, balance with Krishna consciousness, we'll realize more and more that to be a proper family member, either for generations after coming, we have to be Krishna conscious. So the real love and service we want to offer is very much dependent on our level of Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, it's all temporary. And Krishna consciousness gives it the eternal touch and influence. But not to be unnatural, because the natural rhythms of life encourages us to progressively let go, be detached. So just to go with the natural design. If you do it artificially, then you become more attached. If you do it naturally, but detachment from whatever relationships is all just a consequence of becoming more attached to Krishna. And it doesn't mean we don't care about all these people we love so much. It means we're applying that care in the most effective manner. I'm hearing all of the sounds that
It looks like
like alien.
Chain, 1, 2,
digital peacocks,
Yeah.
digital birds.
Sounds more like my mockingbird is back. When I first got a phone, it kept making noise and I couldn't figure out how to discipline it. So, well, if I have animals like that, I put them in the barn. Then I heard the phone in the tree, and then in the pond, and then in the kunj. And I thought I was going crazy. But then I saw it was a mockingbird. Heard the phone ringing in the barn, and then started flying all different places, making the same sound. So I realized that these things are hard to discipline.
You can put in silent mode.
Well, I have to educate myself how to do that. I'm from another age.
Thank you.
Thank you.
very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you all for yours.
It's good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Maharaj, please visit us, Mars, Pittsburgh, your hiding place.
Mars. Don't tell anybody that I hide in Mars. Because then they'll think I'm from Mars. And that will confirm their theories about me.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you for the invitation.
Hare Krishna.
प्रभुजी मी टेक्स्ट पाठवला.
हा ठीक आहे माझ्याकडे तो फोन नाही आहे आता
अच्छा,
तो इंडियाचा फोन आहे तो घरी असतो इकडे पिट्सबर्ग आहे
Awesome. Yeah.
I'll see. I'm going another 8 days.
Okay, bro.
We'll be at desk. So he doesn't have much, so we are trying to preserve whatever we can. So this is, so if you can help us, that will be a big
Us
favor.
as disciples.
I'll try my best.
Yes,
Because I used to hear them like 30 years ago.
yes, no,
Like we used to hear in Newfoundland. We had a lot of questions as we were aware of what happened.
thank you, thank you.
That is what. Wherever we stay, he's always special. We used to have a lot of association when we were here for 10 years. We used to dress together rather than not together.
Wonderful, wonderful. No, for disciples, we are
I know.
trying to,
Servant of Krishna. Respect.
whatever we can find, we are trying to salvage it.
Protection.
So if you can help us, maybe again,
I'll see. Try something.
maybe Radha Vidyavan sent you here, you made that comment, it just, the radar went.
Oh, I don't know you know that, right?
Yes,
But I'll try.
please, please. Thank you.
ऐसा जाते जाते कभी सुनाई देता है तो आवाज से पहचानता है
हाँ,
अभी कहाँ सुना किधर सुना
ठीक है, but
We'll try.
Yes, thank you.
Well, definitely.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you.
Whoever can't play.
So as we were talking about regulated services and spontaneous opportunities, and I better address this one very quickly.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my obeisances.
Please accept mine.
I just got a message from Krishnananda Prabhu this morning about Radha Giridhari, who was visiting his friend who apparently knows you and
Oh,
wants to meet you. Has he
okay.
contacted you already or anything?
No.
Okay, Krishna.
Alright.
What are we doing?
Well, I have one question. Well, I have two questions. And then, of course, we would like to hear the again.
I don't have that piece here.
Oh,
I have last night's piece.
okay.
Nobody's heard that yet. You can be the first to evaluate if it's worth continuing.
Yes. So, last time you said when we think that we are exhausted, we have only used 40%. That's what.
I'm not sure which division. It's one very elite division of advanced army units. They would evaluate these things very scrutinizingly.
But I feel like that's true because after
I
that,
do too. Or in general language, we call it your second wind, and you don't experience it without pushing through the first phase. When you do, it comes.
yes, I experienced that after I heard it.
But then, there's a lot more to it than just that because, I don't study these things, but I hear things that if you intentionally practice a little time each day doing something you don't want to do but you should, there's obvious psychological benefits to that. But it also develops certain parts of the brain, which is, detectable in brain scans. In other words, you develop more holistically. It's tapasya, doing something you don't want to do, but you should. And it's an attitude very beneficial to discipline and advancing in Krishna consciousness. And it goes well with, pushing beyond that first wind to experience the second wind. Or the additional 60% or 40% or whatever it is. Additional 60.
So you kind of already answered what I was going to say. I was going to say that when we have had a lot of, we are very, very, very fortunate that we had a constant flow of devotees coming in our home. We were able to host Rompat Maharaj also. Then Bhaktavatar Prabhuji also came. Montreal devotees came for Rath Yatra. So it's like my mother says that every fourth day we are never here at home. We are always doing something, one or the other, or doing something else. So it is.
There are few Pittsburgh families are here. Shamchandra Prabhu's wife and Vrindavan Prabhu from Pune. They want to meet you. Is it okay? Can we come? They are up on the hill.
We had something else scheduled at this
Scheduled.
time.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
If you want, we can wait.
Well, I have to be careful not to keep enabling spontaneous appearances that override scheduled meetings, because it kind of really breaks the protocol and
That's true.
disrupts the way I am accustomed to achieving things.
So I feel like I want to serve the devotees. I feel like that's where, if I do advance anywhere, is by serving them. I feel like there's no other way. I can feed everybody to their satisfaction, hopefully, and that's what I ask. When Anuruddha Mataji came, when Prabhu was not here, and then we had at least 9 devotees from different places during the fest. We had 9 devotees staying with us for 2-3 days. Then I just asked Radharani, I said, I just want to serve to their satisfaction, and I hope I can just do that, achieve that. And I feel like, yes, I'm pushing myself, but the reward that is at the end of it, it's amazing. The meditations, the contemplations that come after that service is out of the world. And then I feel after what you said about the 40%, there was Nirjala Ekadashi. I did Nirjala, which I do every year, and then we happened to be in the temple that day because it was
Sunday.
It was a Sunday? Was it? Yes, it was a Sunday. And there was a kirtan or so. It was not just a Sunday, there was something else on that day.
There's a Snan Yatra.
Yes, there was a Snan Yatra. It was so we went there, and then I started dancing, and then I was like, I'm tired. And then I remembered that. I said, I do have a reserve, I can do more. I said, what am I going to do by keeping it? If I give my 100%, Krishna will, or at least what I think is 100%, Krishna will give me something.
He'll give you more.
Or more. So why not push? Why not go?
Healthy push, not overdoing it, but healthy.
See, but there's that fine line then sometimes. What is the healthy and then what is the push? Because healthy push doesn't always give you that that big.
But it makes you eligible for it.
So what's the definition of healthy push? Because I don't seem to understand that definition.
It's what I say all the time. It's going beyond your comfort zone.
Yes, then there's a whole range of beyond the comfort zone.
Yeah. You don't need to go all the way to the panic zone, but stay in the stretch zone and you'll ever be increasing.
And that's what I feel like I am in the stretch zone.
No, he's saying something else. You go from 100, even though you can go 50 more, you go from 100 to 110.
No, I don't go 110.
No, but 120. Then by 120, by that time your stretch zone has become 170. So you go from 120 to 130. You take small strides. You don't take a leap. Am I right, Maharaj? Hari Bol.
Well, you know, it's like
Theoretically, it's different.
it's like the famous verse, regularly hearing Srimad Bhagavatam in regular service. It's the regularity that's really effective.
But how do you get these the services that we get? I don't think they are. I can schedule them.
Well, no, regularity doesn't rule out the spontaneous. It just keeps the progress consistent and the practice and the rhythm consistent.
But it seems like everything is spontaneous. All of these things that I mentioned to you, they were all last minutes. None of them were, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, none of it is like that. There are, yeah, Sri Rupa Prabhuji, he's so used to, and I appreciate that. I love it. We love it. Mataji, I'm coming. Maybe we are 2 hours away. Okay, we'll get the prasadam ready. So they will come at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. The prasadam is ready for them, and then the next morning their breakfast, and then on the way I always pack prasadam for the drive, so that they'll have it. So it's always a spontaneity. So I don't know how to.
If again it goes,
How do I cannot say no.
No.
I don't want to say no.
No, Baba, it goes down to, right, what again, Maharaj, I'm sorry, but what I feel is what Maharaj is saying is you can do it once a week, don't do it every day because you have to sleep. Again, it goes down to your cutting your sleep, Maharaj, I could have turned it on, sorry. Again, you have to have a balance of rest and service so that you can serve better.
I have an idea for that.
Well, we don't want to overextend into the over-endeavor zone.
The rewards are amazing. It's worth it.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you.
Maharaj, now she takes blood pressure medication. She was never on it. I never saw, honestly, I'm telling you in front of her, I never saw that she'll be on a pill like that. I can be because I have a different lifestyle. I never thought, but she's on a bigger pill than I am.
Blood pressure is your gauge for over-endeavor.
Get me out of office.
Maharaj, she keeps saying, get me out of office, I'll stay home. I said, we are not there yet. We are getting there. It's a slow stride. And again, if I increase my blood pressure, then we can get there faster. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to go step by step. And I've asked her to cut down her hours drastically, which she has. Now she works, 25 hours?
Cut down my half a day.
25 hours a week. In a full week, she works 25 hours seeing patients. That's what she does. So slowly we are cutting down.
I have 2 full-time jobs, Maharaj.
Yes, but Om is a big part of the whole equation.
I have 2 full-time jobs, and I'm not excused from any one of it. If something happens, it's my responsibility. If something doesn't happen, it's my responsibility. So it is. That's why I was like.
That is not sustainable long term.
Yes.
If it's anything is personal, I can go outside.
नहीं तू अंदर बैठ बेटा इसमें
नहीं आपकी बात नहीं है
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है बेटा बैठ
Yeah, ऐसे कुछ जो
नहीं बेटा नहीं there's nothing you can sit here बैठो now you're a 10-year-old.
He doesn't like that being called. I say you're a big boy now. He started crying. So then the other part would be maybe the piece of the puzzle would be how to let go.
Well, that's directly related to what's our sphere of influence, what's our sphere of interest. If it's beyond your sphere of influence and you can't actually be effective, that's the realm where you need to let go. And, sometimes we become so conditioned to holding on that we don't realize that we're carrying unnecessary weight, possibly 24 hours a day, in our mind. And then the body uses different gauges, like blood pressure, as an indication. Then, sometimes there are, somatic exercises that are helpful in cultivating the attitude of letting go. Like just, envisioning, you're holding a pile of sand in your hands without even realizing you're carrying it with you all the time. And if you let it go, and the wind just, disperses it, you feel so much lighter. You didn't lose anything that you were accomplishing. You just became so much lighter so that you can actually accomplish much more because you let go of something that wasn't yours to carry. So you'll be more effective at carrying what is yours. It's Bhagavad Gita, we all have our dharma. Yeah. If we take on somebody else's dharma or over endeavor of our own, we're less effective at what we should be focused on.
So Maharaj, in simple words, can you please help me, because then she's going to come around it and then again pin me down and say,
come in the back door.
Yes. And Maharaj, the biggest thing is I go to a gym every day. I've started doing it for the last 2 months. I'm pestering her ever. She will skip exercise. She stands on her feet all day, but she doesn't exercise her heart. She doesn't exercise her body. She's on her toes all day, non-stop. Like she's probably does 10 times more than I do. But she's not getting, and now again, the blood pressure is an indication that something has to change in her lifestyle.
That's your body's gauge that you're going into the red zone.
And she refuses to exercise. Get me off my job, I will exercise. I said people who do job does not mean they don't do exercise. That's it.
Adjusting the externals isn't going to change anything if you don't change the internal, which is, the attitude, the consciousness, the paradigm. And you also, blood pressure is also related to motor passion. And as we grow older, we don't have all the energy and resources that we did when we were younger, but we're not always willing to let go of activities that were meaningful and rewarding, but are not sustainable. Because Krishna designed human life to cover a certain span of time that we go through the different stages and phases gracefully. And if we try to carry the aspirations of youth into later phases of life, it's going to disrupt the rhythm and will not be effective long term. I very much admire your enthusiasm and drive, but if it's not balanced, because really Bhagavad Gita is all about balance. Krishna consciousness is all about balance.
True.
And that's what makes us effective, long term. Okay, we might get some short-term results.
Balance.
Thank God you. Thank God you wouldn't make those.
Yeah.
You're getting too passionate in drinking your water, and your body is telling you.
Went in the wrong pipe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think I feel Maharaj personally, the way I see her, if she starts exercising, her whole energy and enthusiasm can be met easily, but she has to take out that window of time.
I mean, just look at, Krishna's design, and even Krishna's pastimes. Krishna was out herding cows all day. Even Lord Gauranga, he would walk to school, he would walk to the Ganges, he would sport in the Ganges. In Krishna's design for life, there is exercise. Now that's sometimes not acknowledged because modern life gives us the option to not exercise. But we're going against Krishna's design. He's designed the body for exercise in natural ways. If we adjust our lives so that that's not required and don't make some arrangement to include that, there will be consequences. Krishna, he wants us to all be effective in the long run. Short term also, but not at the sake of the long term.
Who knows when the long term is though?
But you can't compress 20 years of your life in 2 years and then go kaput. You cannot do that.
Don't pay for it.
But I don't know if I have 20 years
Well,
left.
nobody knows that.
So why waste?
Maharaj, can I put my hand here?
But you know what? But that, but which I think, if you are not wasting, then those 20 years will definitely become 10 years. That's for sure. If they were there, they'll become 10 because of what we are doing to our
They will
bodies.
be the most effective 10 years.
No, ऐसा नहीं होता.
Well, how are you measuring effect?
Internally, how close I feel to Krishna, how Krishna conscious I feel every moment, every second, how do I perceive it?
But incorporating exercise is not going to change anything. You will still feel it.
You'll feel it more.
Yes, you will feel it more. I'm telling you, Baba.
You come up with a schedule for me and fit everything that I do right now. There you go.
Okay.
He cuts
But
down
then
my things.
that's okay. Then she has to follow.
He doesn't let me join Rupananga Prabhuji's class because he said that's too much. I said, okay, fine, I'll cut back.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
No, it's not I don't let you join because there's nothing, Maharaj, there's no me time. There's nothing left for
But I
her.
still
And
don't
then
do
she
it.
cuts into her sleep. Her sleep is a big challenge.
Okay, now you've touched upon something very personal
I
because,
know. Sleep.
as I've told you, sleep deprivation is one of the main challenges, and it's because, we went to working 24 hours a day. Not personally, but I was in charge of all those different shifts. I never got my sleep patterns back again. And right now, I could easily say that's my number one challenge, or at least the root cause of physical challenges. It's not limited to the body, it affects the mind and the consciousness as well. Balance. You seem to interpret that as restriction or restraint.
I think, Maharaj, if I can walk away, getting a commitment from her in front of you that she'll exercise every day, it's a win-win.
Well, the body's designed for it, you know.
She ignores herself to do everything else. That's where the
That's for me. That's fine.
Please.
Is this the one where that Roji's son?
No, this is from Pune, I think, and he was here also. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was here.
You just take 2 minutes.
Please come in.
I think you are recording something.
yes, it's okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, please.
Hare Krishna. All devotees have come to take your darshan from Pittsburgh. It will not be just long.
Nice to see you again.
I know. I'm so happy. I was looking at what I would now on Chandra today, and I was thinking, oh, I missed it. Last time I came, but last year I couldn't be here. You're not here. For you were traveling so much. They're all from, he's from Dallas, the rest all are from Pittsburgh.
I was here.
He was in Pittsburgh. He used to connect it in Vrindavan. I was expecting you to be there in the temple, we will have darshan. And then I thought probably there's some other engagements.
Spread too thin.
I don't know. Okay. Thank you for your darshan.
Thank you for always coming back.
Yes, we cannot leave you. Wherever we go, we remember you.
You're merciful.
People in Pune and Mumbai, they still listen to your Chaitanya Charitamrita cassettes. They don't have a digital, maybe, I don't know whether they did it or not. We used to listen then in the 80s, now still they listen. So that's the only treasure they have of you.
It's quite humbling.
Yes. Thank you, Maharaj.
Prabhuji, is it possible to get a copy of those cassettes?
Oh, I have to.
Because we are working on it. So we are trying to work on.
That's not
okay.
worth pursuing.
No, if they have it, then we can.
I'll find out. You have
It's
to,
for us, for the disciples.
it's, you have to check that with Desire Tree.
No, but you said you listen to your cassettes, right, in Pune. So how do you listen to the cassettes in Pune?
Once in a while people are there, so I don't even ask them, but I know the voice. I have seen, when I was a pujari in Chowdhury,
Okay.
I used to hear only
Oh,
the lectures.
okay.
When I cross somewhere, I hear the,
Okay.
I know the...
So can you connect us with those people if possible?
see.
Okay, let me have your phone number.
Yes.
And